gonna be real loud. So if
Sure, your sound man's gonna love that.
all this is going in the intro. All of it is going in the intro.
Got to.
So let's try this again. Let's try this again. Go ahead.
No. That was one and done. It's a one take and one done. We're good.
That's what they call the cold. You gotta have a cold opening.
It's time for another episode of Breast Side Story.
Finish the intro.
Yeah, I just did. It's time for another episode of Breast Side Story. With bitch, don't rush me.
I can flip that too. Ow.
With Casey and Diana.
Oh shit, I can't even say my own name now.
Not today.
Hi, my name is Jana. I technically am on this podcast when she lets me. But today we have a good friend from the Liner Notes podcast, Alibi. So you gotta give us your fun fact, who you is.
Oh shit, I forgot about all of that.
All he remembered was alcohol.
All he remembered was alcohol, which is a great thing to remember.
Got a drink.
What type of fun fact am I supposed to be doing?
Whatever you want.
Oh man, I don't. All right. Man.
Well, what's your name? Where you from? Who you with?
There's no government.
I go by the name of Alibi. 1/4 of the illustrious Liner Notes podcast crew. Currently residing in Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of Fuck the Police. You know, as far as a fun fact, if that's what we called it, I don't know. I mean, I played college football once upon a time. I do a lot of things. I'm artistic. Don't use it responsibly at all. It's one of those squandered gifts.
Yeah, you can draw. You can actually really draw.
I can draw. I can rap. I could cook. I could do it all.
I've seen the cooking. I've heard the yes. I agree with all of those statements. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Why didn't you tell me my bra was in the camera?
It is.
We like bras.
It was sitting right here on the bed.
I ain't even noticed. I'm sorry.
I didn't even notice it either because I was looking at the camera. Oh, you want to see yourself?
Is it the one that you're giving me?
No, I bought this one yesterday.
Oh, that's pretty.
Some big cups.
Not as big as Gianna's.
Why do we always have to throw me under the bus? I didn't do it.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like I'm just here for a face.
Yo,
you're the whole boob. Like,
no, you're not, bro. You're
the breast and breast side story.
I'm not the breast and story. We have this argument every time. Even on my birthday, you said I was 7/8. There's no way. I might
be figured out you was the whole chest.
No, I'm 5/4.
No, you're the whole
5/4 isn't the right math. 5/8. I'm sorry, 5/8.
You the whole chest. Remember,
I'm not the whole chest.
Our boobs equal out to a 40G, and
our boobs do equal out to a 40G.
And that's your cup size by association. So you're the whole boob.
It's a lot of Twinkies.
I'm just a story at this point.
No, Casey. Literally the first time our friends were introduced to Casey, her boobs, her cleavage was shown, and the shit looked like a Nike jacket. So she can't say that I'm all the boobs because you got a cup, I got a cup. Both of our boobs fill out a big ass cup. And you're my bra dealer, so there's that.
Oh, bra dealing? That's a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I need to put my wife on.
They're on over.
You know, we'll exchange the info later.
So today, we have decided that since me and Casey somehow fell into relationships, we would talk to the married man.
Oh.
Wait, move your mic and I can't hear you.
You were bullied into a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
I mean, that's her Buddha. That's my baby.
Okay, what we not about to do?
Can't hear you.
What we not about to do?
Devin is gonna kill you. Devin is gonna kill you.
No, right there. Right there is perfect. I probably should have put this on the back of my desk.
Yeah, not the side.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
But so me and Casey were talking about like how we somehow ended up in relationships, and we was like, so we got to talk about it because we're still not understanding. I mean, we both respectively love our boyfriends, but I don't know. And you've been in a relationship for like ever, so
Me, yes, I have been in a relationship for a while. Yes, man, I got kids too. Sorry.
you're fine.
I'm sorry. Have you?
I can multitask though. So you said you guys are in a relationship and you wanted to talk to me because I've been in a relationship for like ever.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at that summary.
Word almost.
Yeah, 18 years. How many years of marriage now? 9 and 9. I think we're at 9 and 9 right now. So you got questions for me is what you're saying.
Ooh, questions? We don't do questions. We do conversation that ends up never staying on topic.
Oh, okay.
I guess so. Like, how did that even like? How do you stay in a relationship for 18 years? I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm kind of. I think we're all wired a certain way. So me, I'm kind of wired for monogamy. You know, and I don't know. We got to go back to the beginning. Like,
I mean,
what do you
it's
mean?
not
How do
even
we
like.
stay in it? You just stay in it. It's a choice, right? Like,
I mean,
you make a
yeah,
choice.
but
You
like,
stay or you leave.
true. But all right, so it's like simple shit that we disagree about, and so let's bring it back to our favorite podcast.
Yeah.
So me and Alibi became friends because of the Joe Budden Discord, to give you
Okay.
guys some context.
Right. That's true.
And of course, this lovely week, the conversation came up because he who shall not be named, because I refuse to say that man's name, talked about women and no, not that person. Not that person, Casey.
Can I say his name or we don't want it on?
Yeah,
the
you
show?
can say his name.
Oh, Kevin Samuels.
Yes, that lovely man. That looks a little gay. Sorry. He was talking about how a woman has to be a certain thing to keep a man, but was not saying anything about the shit men should do. Like,
Right.
you know, express regular emotion and not have to, like, me and Casey's biggest thing is, why do I have to get you intoxicated for you to tell me how you feel about me?
I don't know. You're asking me?
I mean, in general, why don't men express feelings?
Oh, gotcha. Well, I do think that you have to be able to provide like a safe space for men to share their feelings. You know, that's like once the man has actually identified what it is that he's feeling. So I would start at like I would venture to guess that like most men are largely struggle to identify how they're feeling at all, or to name it. Right? You might know you're feeling a type of way, but what that emotion is, how or whether or not you can discuss it, that's a whole other ballgame, you know. But if they know that, then now you got to be able to provide the safe space. Because what if you don't like how I feel? Then what?
Then you talk about it?
Yeah, but guys don't always like talking about stuff.
So are we just supposed to sit there and stare at each other while you tell me how you feel?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, if you can get them to talk, provide a safe space. You know, I think that's step one. Have you provided an emotional safe space?
Casey, have you provided an emotional safe space?
First of all, I'm the safest space this man has in his life, in my mind. So yes, I have.
To you. Does he agree?
He better.
Oh,
No, for real. For real though. I really feel like I have. Like, I tell him, like, I said, I've told him, I said, why don't you just talk to me? Like, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to say anything bad. I'm not going to use it against you. Like, just talk.
Yeah, it's hard to trust that though. I mean,
I
I've been
know.
with my wife for 18 years and I'm always shocked Like when I have to share something that's really difficult or uncomfortable for me or something that I'm ashamed of or whatever the case may be, and she's like unfazed, it's always like it's always a reminder like, damn, why didn't I do this sooner? Or like, why don't I do that more often or whatever? But it's also always like, oh, she didn't go crazy, like which she's never done. But I just think as a man, I think it's hard to share those things and we get insecure about those things and we don't know how it's gonna be received. Because if I tell my homie that, he might not respond the same way.
Okay, well, let's talk about homies then. Let's just, side note, whoop, whoop.
hmm
Why I don't get like why men don't talk about emotions and shit with their homies. Like, what? Why?
Yeah, I do. I can't speak to like why. Like,
You're also the OG. Like, I shouldn't be asking you that question.
well, I mean, like, why they don't is because it's a lot of ignorant ass dudes that like you say something and they're like, my nigga, like you gay, quit acting like a bitch. Like that's kind of how it goes with really immature. And if that's who you hang out with, then that's what it is.
Do you
Like
think that? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you good.
You think that affects how men talk to women?
In what respect? Do I think how men talk to their friends impacts, or what their friends think impacts how they talk to women?
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends on maturity level of like the man. You know what I mean? Like I don't care because I'm pretty mature, but like I work in a high school and I think there's a lot of adults that act like high school students and they won't share shit with their friends. Like I'll hear all these different things that are super deep and reflective and all this stuff, and I'll be like, dude, do you ever talk to your friends about any of this? Because it might be good because you actually, but I can't tell them that like your other homies dealing with the same situation, or like your other homies feeling this way too, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but we got to be taught those things at the end of the day. So is that what happens at home? Like, do you talk about, is it modeled? Is it, and I don't know if you want me to be this mature or not, honestly.
I mean, you can be mature and immature. It's we are
I don't want to bore your viewers with my maturity.
Casey, we are full. What's the word?
I'm the mature one in this pair.
Okay.
You're the what?
You heard me.
No, I didn't.
I'm the mature one in this pair.
Who lied to you?
I did.
Okay, at least as long as you acknowledge that you're
Still the mature one though.
So she's the immature.
You're just the older one.
She immature too. Look at her. Look at her.
I mean,
Fuck you, Casey.
she seems fairly mature from what I know and can trust.
Look.
All right.
She's just a hater. All right. So I think a good conversation that me and you had was on submission.
Hold on. First pause. Can I drink this cider with a straw? Will y'all judge me?
I don't care what you do.
As long as you drink it.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
Well, shit. Since we took a break, I guess we should take a sip. Cheers, everybody.
Why not?
I just
Cheers.
thought it was a little childish, but I want to be bougie today.
I didn't know straws were bougie.
I mean, I have no, complete side note again. My bougie side has completely come out. And I have to buy Casey some and send it to her house because this is what we do for each other. Mm-hmm. But I bought silverware.
Yeah, you see your box?
Nice.
Oh, it's right here. Your box in here?
Mm-hmm.
My food's sitting on it, so I can't pull it. But yeah, it's sitting right there.
Is it plastic or metal?
It's metal.
Nice.
It comes with a fork, knife, and spoon, even chopsticks.
I thought those were straws. I thought those were metal straws in there.
These are the straws.
Yeah. We got metal straws here. I don't use them. I'm too manly for that. But
wait, how are you too manly for metal straws? Please explain.
I don't. If I'm drinking, I don't think I need a straw.
Okay, so let's go. Can we just sidebar to this manly business? Because that's.
It wouldn't be us if we didn't.
What I do?
No, it's not you, friend.
Oh, manly. Let's go.
All right. So, in short, why y'all gotta be so prideful? Because look, this was my thing. Well, my boyfriend, he was like, I don't want you to come visit me. because of X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, you don't have to do X, Y, and Z. I can do it for myself.
Move your mic closer, boo.
Girl, you in this damn mic. You, how close you want it?
That actually, I mean, it obstructs your face a little bit, but at least I can hear you.
How close
Sounds
you
great.
want it?
It sounds great to us, you know.
Bruh. Okay,
There you
so
go.
I didn't forgot where I was.
You were talking about
he wanted things to be a certain, so maybe he didn't have the money to fly you out and make it the way that he wanted to.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
But at the same time, I have my own money. Like,
exactly. Like, I appreciate the pride, but you don't have to. But don't change it. But you know what I mean?
like
Yeah.
when you get it, we could do it. But right
Yeah.
now you don't got it. And I mean, not to say that me and Casey think about sex probably more than men, but we do. And it's long distance.
Mm.
And I'm tired of the silicone things.
Word. So-
Extra vibrators so this nigga can control shit and make me feel like he is.
But you don't even want to control them.
He was having a fucking field day. This
I need to check that out.
him in
That
the
sounds kind
damn
of lit.
camera.
Yo, honestly and truly, sex toys that men can control are great. Because you know, it's like, hey, you're here, but you're not here.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now,
It makes sense.
he can only get the male one, like the pocket pussy that connects to mine, and then we could actually have virtual.
Oh yeah, there is one that
That
connects.
shit crazy.
No, like legit, like the amount of it's the
Max and Nora.
Nora and the Max, and like
Yeah.
they pair, and so you just honestly you just gotta hold it and make sure it stays in space, and it's just he goes to work.
It sounds cool. I wouldn't. That'd be interesting. 2021, man. Look at God and look at technology. This shit crazy.
Look, long distance relationships. I know you have questions about long distance
I
relationships.
do, but I don't have them formulated right now, and I'm like already on my third drink, and we've only been here for like 20 minutes. So
I mean, you can ask them however you want to ask them. I know the number one thing that you said you wanted to talk about, for us at least, is how the fuck we met our partners on the internet.
I think I know how y'all met them. I just like, for me, it's hard to process. Like how
I
do
still
you?
don't know how I met mine. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Bitch, you a lie. I can tell you how you met yours.
It was
Oh,
a
well,
whole
do-
lot of
do tell.
behind the scenes, and it was
So
me like, okay,
the way Casey's went was we had it. So her boyfriend is my friend.
Okay.
My internet friend became real life friend. So like context, I met her boyfriend in a Twitter group for Joe Biden.
Okay. Look at Joe.
Joe has brought me a lot of friendships. Some real ass friendships.
You're gonna
Has
be
been brought-
supporting. You're gonna be supporting Patreon forever. Just like, hey, man.
Nigga, some of my homies.
Give
So,
me
like-
friends, all kinds of friends. I can give you $25 a month.
Yeah. So we've been in a group for over a year together.
Mm-hmm.
We do trips and shit. So like we've all talked. We gone from Twitter to iMessage to FaceTime. Like we actually are real life friends.
Yeah.
So we had a trip. He's cool as shit. Whatever. So we were on an IG live last year, and I like harassed all of them to pop on. So immediately he started shooting at Casey,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh, so you coming to our trip? Oh, Yana, make sure your friend comes to our trip.
Right.
So it was like, all right, okay.
And she came.
No, some other things happened and things didn't happen. But they met and lied about it. Never
I
let
know,
that
right.
he
shit
met
go.
and didn't immediately tell anybody about it.
No.
Get
Met
out the feelings.
and literally had niggas riding hard for homie. Like, cause she was denying the shit.
Yeah.
I don't like he's too sick. I could never da. We as friends, like that's our nigga. So we're writing for him.
Yeah.
Come to find out, oh, by the way, we met already. Bitch. So you got me going hard for a nigga you already met and dealt with?
I'm like, oh, Justin's tall. He's tall. I'm like,
He's taller than you. I'm taller than you.
everybody's short.
Everybody's short.
Just to like this much taller than me, okay? Like this much.
All right.
Like everybody's short.
Because Yana's favorite thing is to say everybody's short. Like she just 12 feet tall or something.
Because
Bitch, you got legs. That's it.
Because 90% of the people we know are shorter than me.
This how much difference between me and Yana. This much.
It's about this much.
So,
It ain't
so
that
you
much.
5'9", she
I'm
5'8".
5'9", she's 5'8".
Got it.
That's literally it. I love
Yeah,
5'9", you know. I
and
mean,
everybody's short.
you still lay perfectly in my titties.
First of all, you can't be 5'9" because Justin's really only 5'9".
Justin's 5'10". He's taller than me.
He's not 5'9".
Well, the doctor told me I'm 5'9", so I'm motherfucking 5'9". Okay.
You had sneakers on.
Why you gotta cut his height down?
Because she just
let
loves
that man live. Why can't he be 5'10"?
Anyway, so like it was one of those things where they met without us knowing, and then from there it just escalated, and then from there they were talking every day, and they were a couple.
And I guess that's where my question comes up, because like if I'm long distance, like I don't why the need to formalize like we're a couple?
Don't worry, it's not formal.
Gotcha.
Theirs
okay.
isn't. Mine.
Well, no, and that's what I was saying. Like I get like I'm old, so like all the term, I don't know. Like dating to me means something different from dating to younger people. Like a couple, we're dating. Like I don't like my definition's different probably.
So what's your definition
of dating? If I'm dating someone, then it probably is like exclusive. That's me.
Yeah, we're both exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just ain't formally asked me to be his girlfriend.
I mean that's indifferent. I don't think that's like third grade shit. So that's fine.
Okay, and that's exactly what he said too. And I am a verbal person. Like verbal.
I mean, you needed to verbalize. You needed to verbalize we're exclusive. As far as
words of affirmation, that's what I was looking for. Words of affirmation that falls into there. Like affirm to me that I'm your girl. Like,
gotcha.
But my actions, and he's acts of service, so that's his.
Yeah. No, I get that. You got to say like, I mean, if he's claiming you, then you got to say you're my girl.
So here's the thing: malfunction. The nigga malfunction. So, we had a FaceTime, and it was at this point. It was when I introduced my boyfriend to my Sicko Hive friends. So, our hive is called Sicko Hive.
Okay.
So I introduced my boyfriend.
There's a single hive?
Sicko. Like,
okay. Oh, I was like, single hive, damn.
No, Sicko Hive.
Gotcha.
So introducing him on FaceTime, whatever. Everybody else gets off. It's now just the couples.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 couples on the phone. So we're talking, and Casey kind of sort of, how did we cut? Oh, his sister said hello or something.
I said hi to his sister, and she was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "I bet y'all he not gonna say his girlfriend." He didn't.
So in true, this my roll dog fashion. I asked our bro, "Yo, what do you call your girl?" He said, "My future wife, the mother of my children, all of that." He's Dominican, so he went on.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a lot of Dominicans here, but that's what I hear.
So then
they're very passionate.
He is very passionate. So then we asked my man, "What do you call me to your friends?" And of course, he decided to be nasty first because it wouldn't be my nigga if he didn't.
Okay, all right.
And then he was like, "The missus or my old lady." So we asked her dude. And it was like he malfunctioned, like couldn't answer, couldn't say nothing. And everybody was just like...
Then put us on mute.
Yes, he did.
Then put us on mute. Then he got family time with his family.
Wow. Said he was too high for this. He couldn't hear us.
Man, yeah, that's a malfunction. So let me ask you this. How long had y'all been talking at this point?
Oh, baby, this was like last week.
No, I get that.
I know.
I'm saying how long have y'all been dating?
5 months.
July was.
I'm sorry, 6.
Yeah, because July was when we all met him for the first time.
Okay.
Then we
So that's
started our
like 9
podcast
months.
in September. Well, no, I'm doing the time. We started our
Yeah.
podcast in September. Our Orlando trip. This was at Halloween. You were dealing with him.
Yeah, we didn't meet until the end of September.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, because Halloween you were dealing with him, and he was
So
about
like 6 months.
Mhm.
All right. I mean, I could see. I don't know. So how did the conversation go? How did the conversation go afterwards before I start sharing things? There's no conversation afterwards?
It was my mama knows what's up.
Yeah, that was it. My mama knows what's up. And we were like, okay, we'll take it.
How do you feel about that, Casey?
Ooh.
Ooh. You know, I just want the word to come out. That's it. I just want the word to come out.
I mean, it's not a bad
and it's not like it's not unknown. Like you can, if you interact with him, like you know what's up. But
man, did we know this last FaceTime? I was flabbergasted.
Oh,
my baby's on here. You're who? What? Huh?
So that
a lady who supports me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's saying all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet. What's the problem?
Ooh.
I need that word.
This is why I'm so happy I got him to be on here.
It's the word, like words of affirmation.
No, I get it. It's and I'll be honest. Like I think that is important, but I think for guys, some of that stuff just takes a while. Like I don't like how many relationships has he been in? How many long-term relationships has he been in? How often has he felt this strongly for someone? Like
Probably never.
Yeah, so like if the shit's new, it's difficult like to kind of verbalize it because like once you put it out there, then it's out there.
I would like to say that I said this to her.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alibi.
Oh, okay. But it means that like he's accepted it, and I think I'll be honest, like guys just like the fantasy is really important to men.
Is it really?
I think so. Like, especially like the idea of like just and letting go of certain ideas and fantasies. You know what I mean? So if you want to feel like you're always single and that dude, and now you're involved, like it's like, damn, if I gotta say I'm involved, then I gotta then my fantasy gotta change a little bit. You know what I mean? Look at she don't care about nothing I'm saying.
No. Everything you're saying has been confirmed by all of our friends.
Yeah, but I don't think I think she's right to feel how she feels. I wouldn't invalidate that. I think,
no.
I think she, if that's what you want, especially if that's words of affirmation. So, you know, I don't know, you might gotta hit him with not an ultimatum, you know, because you're not gonna go anywhere. But you gotta make it difficult. You gotta make it hard on him. You know what I mean?
I did that about 3 weeks ago.
Casey can't hear you. What?
I did that about 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
How'd that go?
He's been good ever since. He's been good.
See?
It's a whole different nigga.
Here's my thing. Like when it comes to so Yana, you started the show asking like, how do you make it work for like 18 years? Like, I only argue about at this point. And when I was in my 20s, I argued all the time. But at this point, I only argue when it's something that's like a hard line for me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm only banging for the stuff that's really important. Like, nah, I don't rock with that. Like, you know, and I think, and vice versa. I think everybody got to have their thing. So if like the title is your thing, you got to ride for that. And he gonna have to compromise. And to me, it make the respect level go up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna respect you more for being like, oh man, like, all right, she really care about this. You know what I mean? But you got to be in a good place to be able to be like, it ain't a big deal to me, but it's a big deal to her. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and give her that.
Well, in the true fashion. Wait, what happened, Casey? Go ahead.
We working on them. It's a lot of stuff that ain't a big deal to him. That's a deal to me.
Well, women don't like that. I have to stop saying I don't care.
That's the trigger.
I got a homeboy that was like, yeah, he's in his first couple years of marriage, and he was telling me he don't say that anymore. He now says, I don't have a strong opinion on that.
That's so different. Literally
Because it's not, I don't care. Like,
yeah.
I do care. I don't feel that strongly is really what I mean.
That in itself means a lot, because when you say you don't care, it's like you're throwing it by the wayside, or like it's
Right.
irrelevant to you.
Right. I think the difficult part, like in my late 30s and 40s, I wouldn't argue that. But like if I was in my 20-year-old self would have been like, dude, but we just talked about this, and I told you it's not that I don't care. So why do I have to change the language? We just had this conversation, and when I say I don't care, it doesn't mean I really don't care.
But we're women. Like, the words you say are what we hear. We hear exactly what you say.
That's not true. But it's definitely not true that you hear exactly what
okay, not exactly what you say, but like the words you use and the intent behind it get conflicted somewhere in our brain.
Important.
I'm not gonna front, like, because he says some shit and I was like, what?
Yeah, I get that.
Shit, Casey talked me off a ledge.
I mean, sometimes
I'm sorry, Bianca and Pam talked me off a ledge because I was single for like 20 minutes in my head.
That's it.
So
I'm single all the time in my head. Never single in real life.
Well, in my head, no.
Exactly.
Like I broke up with him in my head for like 20 minutes because like I was going through it, and the people around me are very used to my nonverbal actions and the things I do when I'm going through it. And for him, it's fairly new, and I wasn't giving him the benefit of that doubt.
Right.
And I don't like to explain myself. I don't like to talk about emotions. I'm that woman is not like as emotional as I can be. It's really hard for me to express it. I've gotten better in my late 20s.
Right.
But I'd be like, I don't want to talk about it.
Got to though.
You mean mid-20s? You're not late 20s.
Late-ish now, ain't she?
She's still mid-20s.
28?
I'm 27. She's 28.
Ooh, all right. You're not quite late.
Whatever. The latter end of my 20-year-old time. Shit. Guys.
27, so young.
I remember when I was 27.
Nigga, it was last year.
Oh, y'all young. So y'all figuring all of this out.
Young, I'll be 29 in 2 months.
I mean, you're still figuring all of this out. I ain't know shit in my 20s.
If you don't quit telling me about this goddamn mic.
Well, shit, I don't know. You ain't never been motherfucking soft-spoken till now. If I'm not going to say it, Devin will. And that'll be funny.
Devin can kick rocks.
Damn. I'm trying to get Devin out of trouble.
She's going to do this like this all episode to be an asshole, and I'm okay with it.
The whole episode.
All right, it's going to sound good, though. So...
I just feel like I shouldn't be violated by this microphone.
So move it not a lot back, just a tiny bit.
No, this is where you want it.
No, I just wanted to be able to hear you, friend, because your voice is important. Because it's not just me; it's me and
exactly where you want it. I'm just the story. You the breast.
So who's the side, Devin?
Yeah. Me, apparently.
I mean, you could be the side of this episode.
You could be the side of this episode. But yeah, I mean, emotions are important to express, but at the same time, it's like I'm telling you how I feel, and you just say okay,
or you just don't respond.
Well, I think sometimes dudes don't know how to respond. Like our nature is not to talk like Kevin Samuels, but like our nature is to fix things. You know what I mean? And so
you're trying to fix it. Shouldn't you want to talk about it?
Women don't always like that because a lot of times when y'all are talking, you're not looking for someone to fix it. And so, so consequently, you don't have much to say other than like, okay, sometimes. Or you might not know how to respond and you might not want to say the wrong thing. So you just kind of like, okay, and hope that y'all keep talking. which is a terrible strategy to just say okay. You should give him like some counseling sentence, like, you know, there's certain words that are used to keep people talking. That's a thing. Like that's what counselors and your social worker kind of like that's what you're taught to do.
You're
is
right.
to like keep people talking. That's the whole point, you know. So say more about that is good. Tell me more. So how did you feel about that? Like, you know, it's just things to keep you talking, you know. But that's like a very, I don't think you're gonna know that out the gate.
Nah,
Especially at y'all's age. Like this is, you know, I'm positive I was saying okay at 28. I was probably saying okay at 38.
He's 32.
Even still.
Nah, it's funny because like, let me see. We reconnected. So me and him have been back and forth for 4 years and some change.
What does back and forth mean? I'm only asking because again, yeah, but like it's already long distance, so that's where I'm not understanding. Like,
so here's what it was. We were dealing with each other and talking about meeting up and sharing emotional experiences and dealing with things together. Yeah. And then it was like kind of just fizzled out because we both were busy. We both ended up in other relationships. When we both ended up single, we would talk again and get to a point again where we're like, well, we want to see if this will work.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. And then this last time, we both have worked through a lot of our trauma, not all of our traumas, but a lot of our traumas and issues that kind of like prohibited us from actually really being able to do this.
Right.
Because 23-year-old me and 28-year-old him was not about it.
No, I can, yeah, makes sense.
So this time, like, we met up in August, and from there we kind of talked through, like, even the things that happened that first time we stayed together. It was like we were able to talk about the things that we liked and didn't like and how to change it and all of that. And then he came and met my friends on Halloween, and these are my Casey, how would you describe our friends?
It's the collective of free-spirited individuals.
Huh?
Collective of free-spirited what?
Collective group of free-spirited individuals.
Yeah. So these are the freaky friends.
That's what we call it? Free-spirited individuals.
Yes. We dubbed them that episode 1 of this podcast.
I listened to that. Most of that one.
Oh, how did that make you feel?
I don't think I got up to the crazy parts yet.
That started out crazy.
It started out pretty crazy.
I didn't feel like it started out that crazy.
Well, then we played the question game.
Really, before I said there was a soul stuck in my throat.
Yeah, I guess he didn't get to the soul stuck.
No, I didn't get to that part. That's, yeah, okay.
That was a question game we played with each other. It was
that was part of the question game?
Probably. So yeah, he came and hung out with my freaky friends and like fit in perfectly. And I was like, oh, for these people to like you, you're really hard.
Why do you say that?
We're a big group of assholes.
Yana's a bully.
I'm a what?
A bully.
Nigga, you're a bully.
I don't know what that is.
It's what you are.
You mean you?
So, no. but you didn't think he'd fit in because of that, or you didn't think he'd fit in because of the freaky shit?
I didn't know.
Okay. Let me. I gotta peel back in order for me to like really. So 4 years. When did y'all first sleep together?
August.
Oh well, then I don't, man. So dealing with each other don't mean nothing but talking.
It was a lot of talking, a lot of.
Like I'm sure y'all was doing other stuff.
Intimate.
I mean, no, that's fine. So y'all are sexing and I'm sure doing all of that fun stuff. Like, but this is weird to me because I feel like at y'all's, and not weird in a bad way, but I mean, like, I would assume if I'm doing that I'm not dealing with just one person.
At those times, we mostly were only dealing with each other, but there was other people. But that was also when I was like down for the dealing with multiple guys and doing me.
What'd you say?
Or the streets. The streets were calling my name back then. The streets knew my name back then.
All right.
Yeah. The streets knew me well back then.
How well?
Look,
Well,
well. I'm reformed now. Wholesome, if you may say.
For how long?
I'm only nasty with him and Casey.
Oh, that's all it takes? Once you're exclusive, then you're reformed?
No, I was reformed before I got exclusive because.
And nasty with Casey means what?
Oh, Casey
I
gets
get
on
all
my
her
nudes.
nudes.
Oh, okay.
The girls get all my nudes. I have permission to send them to the girls.
Just because? Okay.
We all share them just because.
All right.
Casey buy me new lingerie. I put it on and be like, hey, look.
Bet.
I buy Casey new lingerie. She be like, Yana, help me figure out how to put it on. And then be like, okay, look.
Matter of fact, that coupleless thing I tried on, I don't like it.
The one you were harassing me for?
Girl, because I thought it was going to be like an underwire bra and actually still hold me up and shit. But no, it's just 2 wires sitting under my titties. My titties still look like this under it. Like,
Your titty said, swallow.
They coming over the ledge.
man.
Is that the one with the neck thing that goes straight down?
Yeah, with the contraption.
Yo, it took 5 women to figure this contraption
The
out.
whole fucking contraption. I didn't even remember what the fuck I bought. Actually, that's how long it's been since
It's
I had
been.
it.
I'm sorry.
And I didn't know what I bought. Ooh, it's a life-size Monopoly game.
So distracted. So now, all right. So August.
August was the first time we had sex. Then October. Then January. Then March.
I mean, I didn't need all of that, but
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going through withdrawal. But
Girl, chill out. It's only been since March. Shut the hell up.
I'm sorry. I am truly sorry for you and your vagina.
But y'all got options. I guess that's my only thing is like, so
We don't have options. Like,
If
we
I'm
have
not-
choice.
I think it's yes, by choice. I'm only saying I would think for me, like, I just imagine something different. Like, first of all, I've never been in the streets, but if I had been, 18 years of non-street activity. So I would assume that, like, with all of this, it's just easier to do long distance stuff, like there's so many different ways to maneuver that it'd feel weird. Like, why would I feel a need to be exclusive if we're not living in the same place? Like, I could plan, I wouldn't go out of my way looking to deal with somebody else.
Well, see,
But if something happened, it'd be like, all right, cool. Cause like you're in a whole other city. And until we commit to being in the same space, this is just kind of like, to me, it feels a bit like kind of a mental exercise.
oh, it's a mental exercise.
Yeah.
I get that. Like you said, I'm built for monogamy.
Yeah.
So if I were to go out and just do something crazy
Yeah.
with somebody else,
Right.
I wouldn't. Honestly, the other nigga that I was talking to, I had to get rid of him because I was like, oh.
He had to go. There was too many things. Gotta go.
Oh, the list?
It was bad.
See, I'm a big, like, I love the list because I think the older you get, the shorter the list gets. That's like my favorite shit.
Oh,
I can tell
fact.
I can tell how like young the person I'm talking to is by the length of their list.
Yeah, my list ain't long no more. But it could
You
be.
ain't even old. Like, that's
But
what
I
I'm saying.
told you, I grew up around people your age.
I mean, look, you like my job. That's like the list.
My list right now is like employed, has a place to live.
Yeah. So it's like you can't even get to qualities of person you're looking to deal with. You know.
Like, my thing is, I've dated around a lot, and I've also been in a lot of abusive relationships. So when it comes down to this one, it's so organic. Like it honestly, and
Yeah.
Casey can tell you because she's listened to me rant about it because we talk to each other about everything. This is probably the most easily flowing relationship I've had.
Yeah.
Mine too, minus the bumps.
Minus the little bumps. Because they're not like, it's like speed bumps she's hitting, not like hills.
Yeah. I think
it's all really communication. That's my bump. It's communication.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big bump for most every relationship needs it, you know. But it doesn't sound like it's communication. It sounds like you've clearly communicated, at least in this instance, what you need, and the need hasn't been met.
Ooh, never thought of it that way.
Like you gotta you communicated a need. I need a title.
No, I just need him to communicate to me. Like he just doesn't talk. He doesn't.
Oh.
Emotions, like you said, emotions. He doesn't open up, and that's
I mean,
what
that
I
takes
want him
time.
to do.
Yeah, that takes time though. But I think like small things, and then recognizing when it is like a small thing and doing a good job with it. You know what I mean? But I was speaking more to the, you know, you want to be called girlfriend. That's a need of yours. Or you want to be publicly acknowledged, whatever like that specific thing that you're looking for is. Yeah, but okay, cool. So but do you call me your girlfriend? Am I your girl? And if that's something that you need and it's not being provided, then that's a problem. And it's not a communication issue because you said it. You want him to ask?
I just want him to ask me.
She really wants the like elementary, like, will you be my girlfriend?
I just feel like
just do it. Wherever he at, just do it, man. It ain't a big deal. Just
he don't listen to this podcast. Thank God.
It's because why am I assuming your feelings?
Okay, you want him to ask organically, or what do you mean? Have you told him you want him to ask for that?
You know how he feels.
Yeah, I know how he feels, but why am I assuming your feelings?
You're not assuming if you. Never mind.
You're not now. I'm with him. Because if he's doing all the actions, then there ain't like, and you haven't explicitly said, "Hey, why haven't you asked me to be your girlfriend?"
You can do because we're almost 30, and I shouldn't have to ask you.
She did ask that.
No, because you shouldn't. Well, that's the thing. So
that was his answer.
Ask what? Oh.
That was his answer. That's what I said.
I mean, sure. But again, if that's a strong need of yours and you've communicated that more than once, then he's got to meet that need. Like it shouldn't become like a thing. And sometimes like we do that as dudes just to kind of be assholes because it's funny. Like
they're not funny. They're not.
Yeah, but it is if we think it is, and it becomes like the little inside joke. Like I tell my wife, like her head's big all the time, and like she, you know, it's not very nice. Like
not nice.
No. And I don't think that she really has a big head. I just say it at this point because it's funny to me.
the man's humor makes no sense to me and never will. Nah, like it's just one of those things for me, at least, because I lived a polyamorous lifestyle. I lived hey, we're in different states. You do you as long as you're honest, and I'm gonna do me as long as I'm honest. And when we're together, we're gonna do each other.
I don't even know I mean, yeah, I guess if we're
so like
I was gonna say I don't even understand the point of being honest if I'm in like another city.
It's because it's.
But I get what you're saying. No, I get it.
I mean, I'm overly honest sometimes. Like with that person, the Casey mythological creature. Well, with that person, it was like hey, I got hit up to get head tonight. Like to give, like someone wants to give me head, and you know what? I'm not in the mood, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, all right. Hey, I have this person that is in my state that wants to hook up with me on the regular. Can I?
Man, I couldn't tolerate that.
It was great while it lasted. That situation is dead, gone, buried.
I couldn't tolerate. I'm sure you talk about it on the pod, so I may catch up. Depends on how much I want to know.
That was COVID-19 and peen.
All right. I mean, judging by the title, that sounds like a fun one.
That was the waterfall episode? No, was that episode 6?
Episode 6 was the waterfall.
That episode
early.
So much trouble.
Episode 6, 8 minutes in, I said, "Who the fuck is talking? Who the fuck is talking, Mike?" What? When did I say this? I don't remember saying.
Yo, the thing about our first season is we stacked them,
Yep.
and us stacking them and drinking while stacking them.
Yeah, it's gonna get crazier and crazier.
Oh,
So one thing I wanted to say is if you've been dealing with Yana, if you've been dealing with the same person on and off for 4 years, I think that's dope. Y'all still got some level of feelings, but that's also why I asked when y'all slept together, because to me that like the relationship didn't really start till y'all slept together.
yeah. And I mean, we didn't make it
because there's a lot of intrigue still. You know what I mean?
There was a lot of intrigue in figuring things out.
Yeah, but like once you've done the deed, then it's like, all right, the intrigue ain't necessarily there no more. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So if y'all are still dealing with each other and making plans and all of that stuff, then it's cool because I think you guys have like somewhat of a foundation of sorts to like start on and operate from.
Yeah, that's my nigga. I love him or whatever. Like, because the thing with us was, for us to have been through so many traumatic things, like we were friends, so we went through a lot of traumatic things, like shit that happened with him, shit that happened with me.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had that friendship foundation, but then it was just like, well, nigga, I'm your girl.
But you had emotional support already and had emotionally bonded.
Yeah, but it was like he didn't want to do that, and I'm like, me and him drink heavily. We're not alcoholics. We just can drink. Like,
how you know you're not an alcoholic?
Alcoholics go to meetings.
Oh, all right. Guess I'm good. Guess I'm good too.
Yeah, but he's also like Southern, so he drinks moonshine and shit.
Oh.
My mom is Southern, so I drink moonshine and shit, just not as much as he can. Like, he can drink that like it's water. I can drink it like it's like a soda.
That shit harsh.
It's really smooth if you got the right kind.
My throat is too sensitive.
Like, I'll drink apple pie moonshine. Pause. Really pause. I drink apple pie moonshine. He drinks regular moonshine.
I'm gonna check it. What we have is like 122 proof, so maybe I shouldn't judge it by that. That shit is rough.
That sounds rough.
Yeah.
And like it would burn.
Old smoky shit.
Old Smokies ain't even that strong though.
It is Old Smokies, but it's like the fucking crazy blue flame set that shit on fire. Like,
I saw that shit. That shit is crazy. I would never touch that.
Yeah, we just give people shots when they came over. Like, you gotta take a shot of this.
Oh, you trying to put her in
moonshine or a shot of everywhere?
There it is.
Yeah. So like, it's just one of those things where I got to a point I was like, yo, so am I your girl?
And then what happened?
He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Because I need to move as such. Because with me, I'm a very sexual person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very open person. And I like to flirt. He knows I like to flirt. I flirt for fun. It's like a sport for me. So it's just like I have to now move in the matter where I'm respecting you while still doing me.
Right. But I think those are all things that, and you work through that and figure that out. I've been with my wife for 18 years and we just kind of figuring that stuff out, like for me, because I'm not a person that's generally comfortable with all of that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And she don't really care, you know. It's like she's very much like, just do you. I don't, you know what I mean? She ain't insecure about none of that. But for me, I feel like I grew up feeling like if this is my person, like me operating this way is disrespectful. You know what I mean? And so it's hard to move beyond, like, so it feels like wrong to me. You know what I mean? If that's how I'm moving.
That's why you stay out the streets.
I definitely stay out the streets. The streets ain't for me either. They're not. They're not healthy for me.
Yeah, no. The more, oh God, I can't believe.
And that's one of my questions I was going to ask you was like, what did you learn from being in the streets? Because I think for me, one thing I've always thought about and struggled with, like I said, I'm 40, so I've been with my wife since I was 22, like 23. And so, you know, there's when you've been with somebody like that long, I don't have like my dating experience ain't nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. And I think some people, there's an idea that you need to have a lot of partners and have been in a lot of relationships to figure out what you like That's an idea that I hear a lot from people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think that that's true. You know, I think sometimes people use that as a rationale to do whatever it is that they want to do when they don't really need to rationalize it to anybody. Like if it's what you want to do, then it's what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Well,
But what did you learn in that process?
so for me, I've been in 1, 2, 3, but I was a side chick. 4.
You can answer that too, Casey.
Oh, she
I've
going.
only been in three relationships.
I've been in like
Third.
3 serious. Well, no, 2 serious relationships. This being my 3rd, and then 2.5 relationships where I was a side chick, but they were treating me like a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. That's a weird conversation we could have too. I'm not
opposed to it. So the things I learned from those is like the different qualities to notice that when I need to get out, or the different things that I will no longer accept.
So you were learning like your what's the word? Not red flags. Sometimes red flags, but also like your deal breakers.
Yeah, I was definitely learning deal breakers, and I was also like my relationship with mythological creature, as we call him on here, definitely taught me how to value myself, and then how my partner should value me. And if no one's valuing me at that standard, then I'm not supposed to be with this person.
It's good. That's good self-reflection. It's a good learning thing. How about you, Casey? Since I'm playing weird therapist at the moment.
What was the question again?
Oh, well, you answered earlier. You said you only had like
what the streets have taught you. Because you've been in the streets.
I mean, you could comment on yeah.
I was having fun in the streets.
Oh, it was fun in there. My knees were working.
The streets taught me how to hoe.
You said how to hoe properly?
To hoe. Not even properly, just to hoe.
They really teach you these niggas ain't shit though.
Yeah, but if you with them, then how'd it work?
I only get in a relationship when I'm tired of being single.
Okay.
So is that why you're with who you're with?
Oh no, I actually love his little funny looking stuff.
That's good. I was gonna be hurt for that man. Like,
no, that's my baby.
That's her baby.
That's my baby.
Yeah.
Nah, I think I don't miss being in the streets. I don't miss having to relearn someone's body. I don't miss having to know which way you like your dick sucked. I don't miss any of that.
Isn't that the fun part though? The beginning?
No, it leads to a lot of awkward sex encounters.
I mean, that makes sense, but I don't know. I'm wired different.
You gonna get your dick sucked anyway. I suck it. Period.
Look,
that's what I figure.
I mean, Casey,
I figure that's I don't make a lot of requests. I'm just happy to be there. Still, after 18 years, like word. Like, why don't you tell me? I'm like, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like as much as I suck about vocalizing what I want sexually. I am the weirdest submissive person ever. I'm just with the shits. I'm happy to be here. Like,
so you ain't saying no.
There's some things I say no about.
I mean, obviously, but I'm saying like
most of the time I'm with it. I'll try. And that's another reason why I make people take BDSM tests. Speaking of,
yeah.
Do you want to hear Casey's live reaction to her test? Or are we saving that, Casey?
Oh no, that'd be dope.
I don't care.
You put it in the notes, right?
Did you just take it?
She took
I
it
took it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Like a week or two ago.
I took mine a couple weeks ago, and then my wife took hers, and
How
we got a lot of work to do.
Oh.
Well, my wife's a switch.
Oh, that's fun.
It's not because I'm like all down, so it's like
you got to start with little things like letting her ride and shit like that.
It's good that it's teaching me to it's making me think about more like what I want, since that was like because I'd never really thought about it that way. Like some of the shit, it wasn't surprising to me in a sense. It explained some things, You know, like why, if she's like pursuing it, I'm more lukewarm than like if I am. And, you know, it explained that to me. I was kind of like, oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Like if that's my thing, like, cool. Like, all right, now we don't have to have like weird shit around that anymore.
Literally, me and you are more so the same because with my boyfriend, he's not as dominant, and I'm already extremely submissive in the bedroom. Like that's just something that is. So it's just like, I need you to do these things because I'm not gonna ask you for them, and I'm not gonna do them. But then there's things he wants that I'm like, I'm willing to try because I love you and I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
But if this was a regular nigga, I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
What's your plan for when the in love wears off?
The in love is still fresh. Like very,
I know. That's why I'm asking. What's the plan? You don't know what's going on out here until the in love wears off.
In love just popped up recently, like ago.
That's dope. Enjoy it.
Yeah,
have a blast.
I feel like it'd be more of a blast if we were in the same place.
Y'all should be. You don't want to waste this.
Yeah.
Because it ain't always gonna be like that. It's gonna be some rivers and some valleys.
Yeah. I mean, when it wears off, we'll figure out a new way to spice it up. That's the thing is like I've never been willing to actually work.
Yeah, and it's work. That's for sure. You know what I mean?
I think that Casey, does that apply for you too?
So y'all lazy?
No, I feel like
lazy with love,
my
man.
in love has worn off because
your in love has worn off.
He just difficult. You know he difficult.
I don't think mine's worn off only because it just started to happen. Because I am very slow to love.
That's good. I'm the opposite. I'm like, word. I probably.
That's
why I don't belong to the streets. I'll be moving chicks in after like 3 days.
Nah, like I'm that long-term person. And so Casey will tell you, like, we had, like, when we decided to get back together, and this is kind of like what made me know, when we decided to get back together, we made our 5-year plan. It was like, so this is it.
He was with that?
He started it.
That's insane.
He was the one, like, we were also
30. He's 32 though. He might feel like he gotta, you know.
We were also both drunk, and I was kind of just like, yo, where do you see us in 5 years? Where do you see this in 5 years?
Yeah.
And he came up with stuff, and I was like, and I was like, wait, you see this?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not the only one in this future, like, father of my kids.
Right.
Have your last name, move to a different state. Like, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when the in love started to kick in.
That's dope. When love called.
When love called. Now I'm trying to start singing a song. So Casey,
I was there in my head.
I'm proud of us. We haven't busted out a song yet. This is probably the most mature we've ever been.
That was some mature one.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. She usually busts out a
I'm
song.
sorry to the audience.
They gonna be fine.
They might use it. You know, they might be used to something else. Like, who is this nigga, man? He making sense and shit.
Nah, because Queenie makes sense. So Casey, you're 88% vanilla. Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, that shit went down.
I told you it would.
I feel like vanilla is like the default. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, vanilla.
Vanilla should just mean like you don't. And I'm talking like I'm out here like that, but vanilla should really, it seemed like a placeholder. Like you don't really know what's cracking yet.
It went down from the last one. That's the problem. It went down. Hold on.
I told you it would go down. 88% vanilla, 80% experimentalist, which I told you it would go up, which means you down to try anything.
Yeah, if you're down to experiment, then you're gonna stop being vanilla because you're gonna figure out some other stuff.
This went up, and this is hilarious, and I cannot wait to hear about this. Her rigor and her dominant side is at 79 and 77. Her switch is at 73. Oh. I ain't never known Casey to be dominant.
It's some wild, man. It's tight on buddy.
And he don't want to do nothing. I just want to.
You just want to tie niggas up.
Yeah. That's legit. That's all I want to do. And he like, no. And I'm like,
Does he at least let you choke him?
I'm gonna try that next time.
No, oh, that's not.
No, you gotta prepare because I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things
He
where
didn't prepare for my booty. He didn't let me prepare for my booty, so why I gotta let him prepare for me to choke him?
You gotta prepare for both of those things. What's
And
that?
I wasn't prepared. There was a tongue on my vagina that it slipped to my booty. I was not prepared.
that happened the first time, and I was like, wait, this is.
It was there, and he liked it.
Okay.
And I was like, oh.
That's like
that shit threw me all the way off because it's not something that I'm just like, yeah, let's go. And I was like, wait, no, come back. Oh.
It was a first time experience for the both of us. You know.
Oh, so he really like you, nigga.
Sabi. That makes sense.
Nah. Then it switched. So her rope funny is 57 and submissive is 56. But he takes in charge. Like, he's a very strong man. Like, he's a manly man.
He might be the dude that need to get tied up, man. It might work out.
Oh, I just want to hear the stories.
I really want to tie him up.
You want to tie him up and blindfold him.
I mean, that all of that you got to have a conversation about.
It's fuzzy?
Do not choke this man.
This is right here.
Without a heads up, do not.
I know. He was like, I'll probably hit you. And I'm like,
I did. That happened to me. I'm like hot. Like, what you doing? Touch my neck like that.
Yo, nah. The funniest thing is it was the opposite for me. He was like, no, choke me back. I was like,
oh man.
Me?
I can't do it.
And then now I loved it. I love that shit.
I bet you do. It's powerful.
It is. And I'm not used to
You ain't taking no power from me.
Yo, but I'm not used to being powerful. I think I called Casey after him. I was like, yo, Casey.
You gotta
I don't
try
remember
this,
but yeah, sure, probably.
You gotta try this.
Nah, it's just one of those things where like I didn't know. And then once I did it, I was like, all right, I have to focus on doing this. Because it's hot. Like, I don't like to think during sex. That's why I'm submissive. I don't like to think.
That's good.
So it's one of those things where I was just like, oh shit. Okay. But it's fun. It's so much fun.
Nobody choking me. Sorry.
Just let her do it once.
I don't know if that's what she want to do, but we're gonna find out. I think that didn't go too well the first time. I think we're done with that.
Nah. It's just, I don't know. So, okay. Being as like y'all are married and have been together for 18 years.
Right.
How do y'all like handle those situations like sexually where it's like we've been having sex for 18 years?
Right. I mean, like I said, we still figuring stuff out. Like, I think I'm pretty like conservative in that area in some respects. Like, I think we're still just kind of like, I didn't have a ton of partners before her. She didn't have a ton of partners before me. You know what I mean? So it took like a while to just get comfortable with sex in general, you know? And now I think I'm at a point where it's like, you know, it's whatever, you know what I mean? Like, cause there's a certain point too, where you just settle in, and it's like, if this is going to be what it's going to be forever, then we both got to be down for whatever, you know what I mean? So like, if that's what you want, if she really want to choke me,
you look so not about that.
I'm not about that life, but but she may be like, you know what? It's really not your thing. So I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm just not going to explore that. And I think like, this is where my assumptions, like I have a lot of assumptions about other people when it comes to that sort of thing. Cause I feel like most people, I don't assume that most people are reasonable in that space. I assume that most people are selfish. So like, if you ain't gonna let me do that to you, then I gotta go do that somewhere else. You know what I mean?
When I was younger,
I just want to try it once.
And I could be cool with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's just
all right, we'll try it once. Don't tell nobody. Because I ain't no punk.
It's the don't tell nobody for me. Casey, I'm sorry. The girls are gonna find out. Like, I need niggas to know this. We have girl group chats.
Yeah, I get that. You can tell your girls whatever, but this ain't getting back to the homies, man. and not to find out that you was choking me
The
Didn't
girls
I get-
in the
worm.
bedroom.
The girls in Worm.
It's emasculating.
Yo, nah, Casey, were you awake when he was like, "You hoes told our business about them"? I was like, they know a lot more than you think.
I may not have been awake.
She fall asleep on Zoom.
Why you always sleeping?
Yo, because apparently her friends become white noise and they help lullaby her to sleep.
All right.
And except for when they get hella loud, then they wake me up.
But usually us getting loud is there's reason behind it. Yeah, my boyfriend now joins our Zooms, and that's always interesting. Hey, I heard I knocked Sonic rings out. I'm loving this.
This is a freaky
Yeah,
Zoom.
they show out. They show out with company.
They show the fuck out.
They show out with company. Because
That's how
I
it
ain't
gotta
never
be.
been called baby more in my life than last time. I ain't know I was his lady that supports him. I ain't know none of
Yo,
that.
You saw the real though. He was in front of everybody,
That's
and he was proud to claim you.
Why y'all gotta wait till y'all in front of people to do that shit?
Yeah, tell
What
me
do you
to leave
mean?
alone.
That I'm proud.
Well, do that shit in private too.
You might not know. Well, I can say this. I don't like expressing feelings when I'm not feeling them. It feels disingenuous. So, like, if I'm in front of people and I'm feeling proud, then I'm more likely to say that.
Huh.
If I'm at the crib, I might not be feeling proud, man. Your wig might be off. You know, I might not be feeling too proud at that particular moment. You know what I mean?
I'm a little offended because
You know,
I wear wigs.
if I did wear a wig, I would definitely be offended.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so we actually did have a conversation about topics that we have not.
Did we? All right.
I think-
Hey, while we were on the topic of Kevin Samuels, I'm still not through the rest of that episode, but I hate this nigga. The longer I listen to this, in the beginning, I was kind of like, all right, I can see what he's talking about. Like, kind of makes sense. The more this dude talked, the more I was like, fam, like, what are we doing?
Yo. Oh, we said submission.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to pride. We never finished that one.
Oh, pride. Why do men have pride? That's what you asked.
Yeah.
I think it's more. Women got pride too. And I think,
It's like-
my personal opinion is y'all actually have more pride than we
But
do.
we're willing to let go of our pride.
Mm.
It's a gift and a curse. Like, thank you that you are prideful, but I can still take care of myself.
Yeah, I think in that particular instance, like, it just depends. Again, it's one of those things that might be his thing. What you got to be mindful of, like, as long as it's not an excuse to not do something, but like that might be actually his thing. Like, what makes him feel like a man is being able to do that for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, y'all. I
he's
really
still a
do have all
man.
the answers.
He is still a man,
Um,
but it don't matter. There's certain, like I said, there's certain things that are just like, that's the line. You know what I mean? So he might be willing to let go of pride in a whole bunch of areas, but there might be that one that's like, nah, like, I can't. That ain't it.
He just said where he is now doesn't mimic what like his grandparents had.
Yeah. Well, that's just insecurity, and he got to stop comparing himself.
But our grandparents, 9 times out of 10, were really not in happy marriages.
Either way, it don't matter. It's not 1940.
That part.
You know what I mean? Or 1950 or 1960. Like, things have changed. And I find that young people expect a lot of shit that's just unrealistic the way that we're living right now. Like, shit's tight. Y'all got hella debt, student loans, all of that stuff. Like, if you can live on your own independently out here, like, you doing good, you know. But folks think I'm supposed to have what so-and-so had. Well, times have changed. So-and-so also did not pay $110,000 to go to college.
So triggered.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna die with student loan debt. so
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
care.
for
Right.
sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
I have
Already.
no intentions on paying them back. Thank
Right.
you for this piece of paper that hangs in a frame next to
Yeah.
the house.
Girl, already, look, he an army vet, so he talking about going back to school. I said, oh, aren't you lucky they're going to pay for you to go to school? I was
Mhm.
like, wait, when I marry you, they pay for shit for me too.
You should. Both of y'all should.
I'll go back.
Especially before you got kids. It's crazy when you do.
Yeah.
We both went back for our masters
with
like
kids?
5 years ago. Yeah. I just finished my master's 3 years ago, and she started hers My last semester.
Ooh, nah, he's going back this fall, and I have some things I gotta do here that are gonna take up all my time.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, like, we had the conversation. I was kind of like, when I move to be closer to you, I'm definitely gonna probably start then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's
but
good way to meet people too.
yeah, especially when I'm in a different state. But I mean, the
Really,
beautiful thing about my org is they're everywhere.
that's good.
Yeah. So the
But ego, Casey. I mean, I think that's why do we have so much pride? Again, I think like if that's his thing, then that's his thing. And over time, like he'll figure out how to let go of that. You know what I mean? If it's his, but if that right now is really connected to like a man wants to feel like they're living up to like what it means to them to be a man. And sometimes our concept of masculinity can be fucked up. And this may be like an instance of that where it's like, dude, like I'm trying to see you. What the fuck? That has nothing to do. It don't make you less of a man. You know what I mean? Which it don't. You know what I mean? But for right now, wherever he's at, that's where he's at mentally. And he gotta kind of that's his work. It ain't your work.
hmm.
That was me being drunk serious.
So before we get into this toxic statement that you wanted to talk about,
Interrupting my cuddle time now.
oh, he know it's Sunday. They know the rules on
We
Sunday.
record at 2 on Sunday normally.
Normally.
Virtual cuddles is wild.
Hey,
Cake time, whatever.
look, cake time, me watching you completely ignore me on FaceTime.
God, I couldn't do it. I'd be so annoyed. Like you're not here. I just want to play the game.
Oh yeah, I said watch and play the game.
I sit and watch the ceiling. You've seen the ceiling that I watch. So you know how it works.
I've been watching the ceiling more lately because he's been calling me on his phone and not his laptop.
Yeah, I've watched the ceiling. I've seen the top of his forehead.
For an hour.
I finally
So this
got
was
a whole facial view today, and he
Wow.
had his glasses. So you know, I was all like,
You were all in it because you definitely sent the text.
he like instant text.
I was like, bitch, we don't give a fuck.
He put his glasses on today. He don't ever have them damn glasses on.
Oh God. So
look at the little things. Look what the pandemic got us doing out here.
honestly, as fucked up the pandemic was, I am thankful because that has allowed us, because we both are very busy people. Like it's
Yeah.
allowed us to see each other more. So like
Nah, that's good.
right now, May, June, and July, we'll see each other.
Yeah. I and that sounds really healthy to me. Like not that makes a difference or anything. Like
We
but
try.
no, it sounds like it y'all sound like you're actually building something. Because in my mind, like just hearing that someone has a relationship with someone they've only met online for a certain amount of time, like another situation we talked about in the Discord,
Yeah.
like all of that shit's weird to me. I'm like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Because I'm not committing or claiming anyone that I haven't ever met in person. You could be cool as hell, and I could be hoping that, like, you know what I mean? But if I haven't met you, so all of that makes like a lot more sense to me, and I have like far fewer questions for you.
Yeah.
I'll still be questioning other people, but
So this was something that like me and him talked about because Kevin Samuels triggered the fuck out of me. Do you think compromise is settling?
no, I've never felt that way. I hate when people say like you settled. It makes me uncomfortable and anxious because the reality is like again, when we're making a choice, a lot of us are making choices based off emotions, right? Your emotions are always going to change. So settling to me, like you're evolving, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So like how would I know later? It make you question everything. You know what I mean? Like if I'm 8-10 years down the road and I figure out I really like this, it's like, damn, if I'd known this 10 years ago, would I made the same situation? Would I have made, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I don't like compromising, that's a necessity. You know what I mean? Like you want to be together for X amount of years, even settling. And I think people, the other piece is like settling. How do you know that you're settling? People are delusional as fuck. So you might think like you're X when you're really like H. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you got some nerve out here talking about you not gonna settle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's one of those things that I'm just like, compromise is needed because not everybody has the same views, ideologies, or anything like that. So how are you going to sit here and say my way is the 110% right way?
Right. And what are you compromising about? For me, I feel like the most important thing for me personally in a relationship was that whoever I was with, like, had the same values, you know?
Agreed.
And I think like if you have the same values, then cool. Like it don't matter. Like the differences that we may have in personality, this, that, or the third, it don't make as much of a difference because the foundation is what we connect on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the destination is going to be what it's going to be, you know, to use another piece that Kevin did say, talking about like the route, right? The route don't
different.
Yeah, the route don't matter. You know what I mean? As long as we all in the same destination. There are some points where it will, though. You know what I mean? If you're saying like, yo, like we might not be able to agree on the whole route. You know what I mean? But if you're like, yo, this one particular area I got to go through,
yeah,
then I got to be willing to be like, all right, cool.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense. Because everybody's going to have their thing that they're not going to bend on.
So with serious Alibi out the way, you said women ask questions that they really don't want the answer to.
Yeah. You gonna ask me to explain what I meant by that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
It was something like,
when I ask a question, 9 times out of 10, I already know the answer. I just want to see if you're gonna lie to me.
Nah, I don't do that because you're making an assumption, and I personally like assuming anything is a trigger for me. So like that's not gonna work for me. Don't ask me. Don't try to trip me up because you think you knew what I was gonna. Nothing will send me through the roof quicker than that.
But what if we did know? Like,
it don't matter. You don't say that to me.
Or what? I think the situation was like the person wanted an answer from you, and it wasn't the answer they wanted.
Yeah, like people don't like the truth, man. So I was talking to my wife about a lot of the Kevin Samuels episode. Like we didn't listen to it. I'd listen to it in like little 10-minute pops and we'd talk about it. And there were certain things that we discussed where she don't like it. Like you don't like, people don't want to be rated, right? Like people don't like the ranking.
That shit pissed me off.
I get it. But I had to explain to her, I get that it's a trigger. And here's the thing with Kevin Samuels in general. If we're operating under a certain code, like if I don't G that way, then I can't be upset about it, right? So for example, to explain it, like that dude wants the patriarchy to live. I can't expect anything other than what he gives up. True. You know what I mean? Because that's what he's about. That's not going to change. There are certain women who are okay with that. So everything that dude's talking about applies to the people who operate in that space. And I can't be mad at that. So when you say, like, I don't think it's fair to rate people, but if those are the people who are okay with the rating system, I can't be mad at it. All it means is like, I can't really participate in this conversation because how I operate don't even exist in y'all's world.
Yeah. My whole thing is, it clearly there's a space for strong women and strong men to be in a relationship and be in a relationship that lasts.
Right.
And his whole ideology is like, I can't be strong, make my own money, and be in a relationship with someone that's just strong.
Exactly. Well, he thinks it's power like over. It is patriarchy. Like at the point in that episode where he was like, they want a matriarchy. I was like, fam, this is crazy. The whole part where he talked about how women have like 33 different ways to prevent pregnancy, like both before and after like conception. I'm listening and I'm like, is this dude gonna say anything about like the man's responsibility?
Nigga, wear a condom, just not a magnum. Don't wear.
Yeah, like it was just crazy to not hear like that part, you know. And that's how you know that a lot of the shit that he's talking about ain't 100, because there's no accountability. If you're gonna be in a healthy relationship and marriage, it's accountability both ways. So a lot of the shit that he's talking about really don't matter, because y'all, whoever as an individual, you got to work out y'all shit. You know, whatever your roles are. My wife and I's roles aren't necessarily traditional roles. I do most of the cooking. You know what I mean? That's not a traditional thing. She handles most of the bills. It's not a traditional thing. You know, we don't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
He's basing all of his stuff on those traditional roles, those traditional things, and he's operating under the assumption that, or most of the women who are talking on his shows, that's what they say that they want. And in that respect, when he's shutting down somebody who wants it both ways, you can't have it both ways. You can't say that you want a traditional man, in a sense, but then say that you want to be a non-traditional woman. It don't work both ways, unless y'all are both okay with that.
Well, Casey, any last thoughts? Because he just dropped the mic on the whole thing at this point.
My bad.
No, that was a good drop the mic. It was very good. It was an Obama drop the mic, not like a Kanye drop the mic.
Bet. I never want to be Kanye.
No one ever wants to be Kanye.
I don't really want to be Obama either, but I'll take Obama over Kanye.
Well, yeah.
Sexual chocolate mic drop.
Oh, yeah, we can do a sexual. We can.
So weak.
We can do a sexual. But never mind. You said you were the darkest light skin I know.
Sexual white. Yeah, I am. Sexual light chocolate.
So you trying to be Drake?
Ooh, don't trigger him.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, that's one of Drake's
listen
lines.
to the pod.
I don't. That's one of Drake's lines, though. Yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga.
He's not. He is not.
I'm just going off the lyrics.
I know. He can say what he wants, but he's not.
You can't be a dark skinned nigga with a BBL.
Nope. Well, you can. Not Lil Nas X, but.
You think he's got a BBL?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I wasn't looking. Paul.
Wait a minute. Drake got a BBL?
Drake got abs.
He got abs. I mean, that's like the man equivalent.
Wow.
You didn't know Drake got his abs like done?
First of all, I don't keep up with anybody who's a celebrity because
That's so good for you. So healthy.
Keep up with
I don't even know why I do. I don't care. I really don't. But I'll be.
and that's why I don't, because I don't care. Like I literally don't follow. I may follow like one or two, but I don't follow any celebrities on like Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, I don't.
That's awesome.
I follow like Joe and the guys and like podcasters, but
he don't post anyway.
Exactly.
She was trying to give you the last word, Casey.
I know she wants me to do that.
I gotta say this before we wrap. I expected a lot more Twinkies and stuff like that, but it's probably me.
No, it's the camera angle. We both have on tank
you.
tops. We both have on tank tops.
It's you.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. She said it's me. See, it's me.
I mean, she's the mean one.
Okay. I don't expect her to respond positively to me. She doesn't know me at all.
You're right. You're right.
What's your impression of me? We've been here now for close to 90 minutes.
You really have like this announcer voice, and I'm living for it.
Nope.
She's
Whatever you tell her about me later, she's gonna tell me.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, we'll see.
No, trust me. If she didn't like you, I would know by now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. I passed.
You would have seen it on my face, actually.
We're those people that like our faces show everything. It's quite hilarious because
I'm the opposite.
we be on FaceTime with people and like texting people at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And not even in like in a messy boots way, more in a like, Girl, please tell me you see the same shit I see.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Casey's section of the program now.
Cool. Let's wrap this up because I got 15 minutes to talk to my man before he goes back to work. So affirmations. This is the part of the podcast where we say positive things about anything. I will go first.
Why we got the Love Jones voice.
You're going first today? Oh, bitch, you got a block. You cheating ass. You cheating ass. So
I didn't even prepare an affirmation.
No, literally every episode she can't figure out one. Today she got a motherfucking block. The last episode, episode before last, we were fucking
potatoes.
We need to get off TikTok.
Find the beauty in the little things. Sponsored by this probably $2 block I got from Five Below.
Are you gonna use the block for the rest of the season?
Shit, we might. Bitch been sitting on my desk.
She won't need to. I'm gonna give her a key to affirmations.
Ooh, go ahead.
I have one good one.
It's your turn.
Whose turn?
Yours.
What the? What was hers? She said an affirmation.
She said, "Find the beauty in the little things."
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Just punch. I love it. I love it here.
So my children, I have two wonderful children. Since we have my son, one thing that we instituted early was doing affirmations with him, like as soon as he could talk. So part of his bedtime routine is saying he's got to say his prayers and his affirmations. And so their affirmations begin with, I am loved, I am adored, and I am chosen, and I will always be connected. And so we started them with those four, and each birthday they have to add another characteristic. So my son he's up to his 10 things now, and my daughter's up to her 6 things. But so that's the key. You can always start with I'm loved, I'm adored, and I'm chosen, and I will always be connected. So all of you all are loved, adored, chosen, and you will always be connected.
Snaps. Oh, it's my turn. Oh shit. I usually do these off the dome. Don't start singing this song. No, because I'm not you, Catherine. Yeah, I do this every episode.
Catherine.
Yeah, that's me.
Today's affirmation is be true to yourself and love yourself first before you choose to love someone else.
Okay, Yana Badu.
She went deep because I'm here. Next week it'll be back to fuckery.
Nah, I'm usually the deep one. She's usually the fuckery.
Oh man. So she was I shut you up today? My bad.
Nah, the block did.
Yeah, the block did.
Yo,
I'll say some potatoes again.
Literally, she was just naming potatoes, and our friend was like, be a potato because it's versatile.
Potatoes I love potatoes. I'm on keto right now and I can't eat them.
Oh, you're like sucks.
It's not fun.
It ain't fun.
You were naming different types of potatoes?
French fry, all types of
Oh, I was thinking like russets. I'm like
fries.
Yukon Gold.
Okay, so I really wanted some fries from McDonald's that day, and I was like, potato.
Delicious.
Potato.
I'm gonna find that TikTok and post it. So, of course, we would love to thank Alibi for being on the podcast today.
Wait, he didn't give a shout out. So you were so busy trying to do the affirmation, you didn't get a shout out.
You got to get all your shout outs out.
I don't even know what that means. Shout outs to
so whoever you want to shout out on the podcast, you can shout out your podcast.
Man, shout out me. Shout out the Liner Notes crew. Shout out to Joel, Aquil, Survival. Check us out at the Liner Notes. That's 79 at the Liner Notes 79 on most socials. That's on Instagram, Twitter. And we drop every Wednesday. Look us up, the Liner Notes podcast. We drop on most platforms. I think the only thing we're not on is SoundCloud right now.
We're
So
not
check us out. We're a hip hop. We rate albums, like classic hip hop albums or albums that are kind of considered classic, to see how they've held up over time. And that may sound super nerdy and backpacky, but I promise you we're really funny and entertaining.
They are. I mean,
Not a nerd cast.
and Alibi, depending on the album, will go off, and it's hilarious.
If it's Drake, if it's Ja Rule,
If it's Common,
What's my
definitely if
motherfucking
it's
name?
Hey, we reviewed Snoop. See, you gotta check us out, man. We got.
But that was
that was
That was Ja. We reviewed Ja too.
yeah, he went off on that one too.
Niggas trash.
You was just mad about all the pictures you found of him shirtless.
Oh man, look at this week. I had you know how many Drake fucking pictures I got downloaded on my phone right now? I feel ridiculous. I feel like a 13-year-old girl.
So again, the Line of Notes podcast comes out on Wednesdays. Of course, we come out on Titty Tuesday, so you cannot forget that. They're the next day.
Next.
Cash at me if you want to see some titties.
Oh.
Oh, we're there.
Duly noted.
We're there.
I mean, I might as well be an asset to myself.
So her Cash App is what, Casey? We're doing
It's Silent Z's 2 cents. That is money sign SILENTZ, the number 2 CENTZ.
Just to add on, mine is $Ayana Karen. That is $AYANAKARIN.
Oh, both of y'all send it. Okay.
My baby ain't gonna block my blessings.
Yeah, I think mine's kind of acknowledged the point that they're out there already.
Twinkie Tuesday.
Oh, I gotta post a picture on the.
I hope it's been entertaining.
Oh, today has been. It's been
Sweet.
Insightful and entertaining.
Good.
We gotta
That's
come. We
That's
gotta.
what I strive to do.
Yeah, we gotta have you come back for a toxic topic next season.
I'll try. I don't know. I prefer to keep my toxicity online. Feels fake. The internet feels fake. This is real. I can see you.
That is
Oh,
true.
so we'll just do it on the non-visual then.
No, it's gonna. Then I'm
We'll do the
talking.
non-visual.
You have to do a chat if you want me to be toxic.
we might start a Breast Friends. Yes,
Breast Friends Discord.
No,
I'm there.
not
I'm
the-
there with the midgets. I'm there with all of the shits. Let's go.
Not the midget.
Thruplets, little thotlets.
Well, yeah.
Casey's like, what the fuck is happening?
What's going on? Okay, I'm thoroughly confused. I'm in confusion. I'm
Sorry.
I'm in confusion.
She'll explain later.
I will. So of course we want to thank Alibi for being on the podcast. Again, shout out to the Line of Notes. As always, we appreciate you for listening. Thank you for sticking with us. Don't forget Titty Tuesdays. You don't have to wear a bra because I never do. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Just say bye. Just say bye. Just say bye. Just say bye.
Bye.
Not you, him.
Oh, bye.